Alright everybody, once again, it is time for the weekly Odyssey. However, just a quick little announcement. There has been an update for contested territory. And if you've seen my video about the pros and cons of contested territory, then you'll know that Ninja Kiwi have listened to us. So contested territory only goes for a week now. So it started yesterday? No, the day before that. So 2 days ago. Only goes for a week. Tiles are held for a little bit longer, and I think they degrade a bit slower. So yeah, great news overall. I don't officially know all of the intricate details, but I've heard they've made a lot of changes and they've listened to our feedback. So thank you, Ninja Kiwi, you're fucking legends and we love your game. So, into the Odyssey. Oh, please. I'm already not liking this title. The word fast in any Odyssey so far has never been good. Alright, let's... Oh, of course, it's extreme mode. Classic extreme mode. Please, please, with the word fast and the word track and the word machine, please don't put workshop in here. You've put workshop in like the past 2 Odysseys. Please don't have workshop in here. Okay, that's a lovely map. That's a very lovely map. Oh, okay, man, these are beautiful maps. I love them. Okay, let's just calm down and process this. Dr. Monkey's fast track machine. Dr. Monkey created the fast track machine, but something happened when he was testing it. Oh no. All right, what have we got? This seems ominous. Something happened when he was testing it, but there's no custom rounds. Okay, so round 25 start, hard standard, 5,000 cash. That's normal. That's fine. Carts and... Oh. Interesting. Okay. This is like... Huh. Okay, I'm hoping... Wait. There's no custom rounds, so the... What? Okay, so we just have to beat carts and darts with 500% Bloon and Moab speed. At least we start with 5,000. 5,000 is a very generous starting amount of cash on round 1. So, you know, that makes sense. Carts and darts 1 to 60. It's not super crazy. So, you know, it's doable. It's doable. 4 circles. Oh. That's very chill. And just, that's... Hold on. Oh, I get it. I get it. I was gonna say, is this solely just a buff to us? Is this a relaxation level in between all the chaos? But no, we only get 650 to start, so it's likely that whatever hero we have, we'll have to place that, spam the ability, and then push through until we can get enough money and hopefully, well, essentially just spam abilities because we're not gonna have nearly enough DPS for the round that we're on. Quarry. Okay, so similar start to Town Center here, but it's alternate balloons round, everything is camo and everything is regrow. So, yeah, okay, that's fair. 5,000 to 25 to 80. Could be tricky, but we'll see how we go. And then Cubism hard stand. Oh, fuck. Holy shit. I don't think a normal, non-custom round Odyssey has ever gone beyond round 100 before. Or at least none that Ninja Kiwi have made, at least to my knowledge. Interesting. Okay. I'm digging this. Let's see what our crew is, shall we? Already, the hero I was hoping would be included is included. That is amazing. I think what are the other heroes? Oh, so you can basically choose from anyone. No extra money and no Geraldo, no Sorta. Okay, so they did take out some of the big damage dealers and some of the big money makers, but other than that, honestly, out of all of these heroes, I would pick Oben. So, go team. Right, anything nerfed, anything buffed, anything. I guess you wouldn't be able to tell buffs from here, but interesting. So we've got 24 crew, 5 maps, so roughly four and a bit towers per map. That's very kind, but as you know, with me, every time I come to an extreme mode Odyssey, I always try and use less than required so that the last few maps are easy breezy and beautiful. Man, Maybe it's a good idea to put a village in, just for those rounds where everything is camo and everything is regrow. Because Dart Monkey bottom path 5th tier can pop anything it wants. Bottom path recursive cluster can pop anything that it can see, so that all camo thing is going to screw them over. Sniper can pop camo and lead's a little bit awkward to do both and have, like, you know, an elite defender. But, you know, there's other better options as well. Ace can do whatever it wants, basically, except for DDTs. But that doesn't matter. Wizards, fine. Ninja Alk, fine. You know what? I won't go for some farms right now. I think farms are, we can safely live without them. Do I choose a heli though? Because admittedly, ooh, we could actually go for a paragon if I chose some sort of farming method like boats or banana farms, but that would take forever with only 3 of each. I'm just gonna go with my original gut feeling. 3 druids. All right. I think this is my lineup. Let's do this. Or at least let's figure out how we're gonna do this. Onto a good old monkey center? Is that what it's called? I think so. Oof. Alright, let's do this. What are the rules? It's just chill, right? It's just very chill. Get to round 80. Okay. How do we want to do this? How do we want to approach this? Obviously open. Can't start off an extreme mode Odyssey without getting your hero down at some point. It's a no-brainer. How do I want to approach this though? So Owen can pop leads, can't pop camos. Camo leads will be a lot later on. We do get a nice little chunk of starting cash, which is more than we would have earned by round 25? Maybe not. Maybe we would have gotten a little bit more, just starting at round 1 with default cash. I don't know, but I'm trying to think of one tower that could sort of solo the rest of this for us. My first thought was Crossbow Master, which I think is true, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking Crossbow Master. And then bare minimum we can throw down another tower as well if that doesn't work out. So, let's do it. Bang, bang, send it. Okay, so far so good, Alright, I've got an important question, because I really want to know this. How many of you are going to be playing Contested Territory in the second sort of, the second coming of this event? How many of you are going to be actually playing? Because I think I've said it before, but a great measure of how well your game is performing, or your game mode, or whatever you've got lined up, if it occurs in seasons, or if it occurs every so often, not like a constant event or a sort of yearly event. A great factor in figuring out how well it's doing is how many people are playing in seasons 2, 3, and 4, right? Because season 1, there's way too much hype over the new thing. Everyone's going to be playing the new thing. Season 2 is when all the pro people that were hyped for the new thing potentially have different viewpoints now. Maybe they're sick of it, maybe they don't want to play it, maybe it's not as hype as they thought, you know. That's when all the other opinions start coming out. And people are just like, it was alright, you know? So I want to know what you guys think. Do you think Contested Territory is gonna be a renowned, amazing game mode that's, you know, gonna be loved by the community, or do you think it'll be like races and bosses where it's sort of loved by a few, but those few really do enjoy it, you know? Because I think that's what it's gonna become. Because don't get me wrong, I feel like CT is definitely more enjoyable for me personally than races, for sure. I've never liked races, mainly because I'm bad at them, but still, I've never enjoyed races, and even races in the CT event, not a big fan. But CT has made me come to sort of understand and love bosses. I'm not dedicated enough to go for like the elite versions and all that, but I do enjoy me a good boss fight every now and then now, which is quite nice. Okay, Brambles is stronger, that's good. We needed something because we were lacking DPS here. We might even need to place something potentially obscure. Something costly would be good to place. Just so I'm not sort of spending a starting tower amount. Ooh. Maybe if you hit that crit hit, we would have been fine. Okay, let's place another tower. I don't want to lose that many lives this early. But yes, I'm still not a fan of races, but I think CT is going to pick up. Especially now that it only goes for a week and not practically 2 weeks. Okay, what do we want? I think I want Ninja Alchemist to stick together. So I think I'm going to place a plane. I'm going to place a plane, and then I'll get it to... Do I want it to be a Spectre? Maybe I want it to be a Spectre. I'll just do this for now. And middle path it? We'll leave it. We'll just have it as that, but we'll leave it undecided until later. Because I don't want to make that decision just yet until we actually need to. Because let's face it, this is plenty of extra damage right now. And if we can get the Crossbow Master without having to buy any other upgrades, great, brilliant. We'll go for more damage on the plane. If we can't get the Crossbow Master in time, and, you know, camo detection is our biggest weakness, which at the moment it kind of is, because Oben's not doing much with it, and our Sharpshooter's the only thing that can pop camo wounds. So camo leads would absolutely screw us if we weren't able to get Crossbow Master in time. But for now, we're okay. A little scary, but we're okay. Yes, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Oh. Okay. Also, I don't know what's happening with the weather here, but like a couple of weeks ago it was hailing, which is quite unheard of in Australia, and I think in some parts of Australia it actually snowed, which is completely unheard of in Australia. I don't want to lose that many lives, so we'll get that camo detection. So yeah, you know, climate change is a thing that's happening, which is not so cool, but at the same time kind of cool, because I've never seen snow, even though I've been to England for almost their entire winter, and I didn't see a single bit of fucking snow, which kind of annoyed me. I had to go to an indoor snow place in England. What the fuck is that? Anyway, that's just my ranting. So, the weather's been kind of crazy, but today was actually very lovely. It was a nice warm day. Very nice warm day. I'm almost tempted to jump in the pool. That's how nice and warm it was. Very comforting. Wait, Spectre now costs more or less than the Crossbow Master? Or does it always cost less? And I just haven't noticed. I could have sworn Spectre costs more. Interesting. I'd certainly pay more for a plane to fly around the map and spray darts at a bunch of these balloons than I would spend on a monkey learning how to shoot a crossbow straight. Right. I think now might be the tipping point where we have to sell one to buy the other. And from what I remember, that is okay to do in Extreme Mode Odysseys now. From what I remember. I don't remember much though. So let's do it. I think I'm going to sell this guy to afford the Spectre, because the Spectre's slightly cheaper. How much do we need? 25,000. Okay, so we get to around 3,000. Or 23,000, I should say, and then we sell. Oh, that's if we live to see it. I mean, we can just technically sell Oben as well. Okay, so we get to roughly 22,000, and then our work becomes undone. So how much can we make if we just sell these two right now? We are 1,300 off. Alright, well that's very possible. That is very possible, because we made 2,000 before we got to Yikesville. So let's start this off, sell Spectre midway, or never miss midway, and get ourselves a crossbow master instead. Because Never Miss actually sells for more, which is a bigger benefit at this point. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ability. Nice. Sell you. Can we get it? 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 Not in time. Okay. We do need to sell Oban as well. But the best thing about Oban is we can put him back. Not that we can't put back anything else, but, you know. It's just a good buff to Oban. Right, so we'll use Oban's ability and then sell them both. Very tragic, I know. Okay, bang. Dunzo. Alright, Oban, sorry about that. We may have left your 10 levels, or however many you had at the bank, but don't worry, you'll get them back. Okay. Whew. Not bad, not bad. Now, we may as well just wait to see how far the crossbow master gets on his own. Because, I mean, it's a crossbow master. It's gonna be a while. Crossbow master, to my mind, can handle BFBs pretty easily. The first fortified BFB comes on around 79, which I do think it struggles with, but I don't know. I think we'll be fine for quite some time. Crossbow master can pop absolutely everything, and Oban's literally just there to throw some spiky weeds on the ground every now and then, you know? Deter the balloons from coming in, because, you know, it's got weeds. There could be prickles or something. And they'd be right to assume. They'd be right to assume. Oh. But yes, I have also seen that quite a few people want me to continue playing Terraria, despite my very poor first episode. So I will be happily continuing that series as well. But yeah, overall, pretty good times for me. Pretty good times. Bought myself a couple of board games. Well, not board games, but card games, really. Well, 2 card games, 1 board game. Admittedly, you know, probably shouldn't be spending money, but at the same time, they're just such good games. If you guys haven't seen gameplay of or played these games in general, if you've just got, like, your classic board games, like Monopoly, like Cluedo, like Battleships, and Connect 4, and the other one, what's it called, Guess Who, then, first of all, some of those are good games, but there are other options out there. And those other options may or may not blow your mind, depending on how interested you are in card games and board games in general. So, I bought a card game called Sushi Go, which is literally just, it's sort of like you're at a sushi train restaurant. And if you've never been to a sushi train restaurant, don't get me wrong, if you're not a fan of sushi or Japanese food in general, it's probably not for you, but they do have like fun little snacks that go across, which are delicious as far as I'm aware to everyone. Maybe some allergies or whatever, but essentially, the idea of a sushi train restaurant is pretty much it's sort of similar to BTD6. Weirdly enough, except the towers you place and the hero that you place are customers, and the balloons are different assortments of Japanese food. Obviously the lives and health, or the lives and the money don't actually translate very well into the real life example, but just imagine these 2 BFBs as 2 plates of some type of Japanese sushi, and depending on, well, I don't know if it's specifically a Japanese thing, but I've only ever been to Japanese sushi train restaurants. I don't know if other sort of types of Asian restaurant or other types of restaurants in general have done it before. But the idea is that the food will come out on these little trays, and depending on what trays you take off the train, they will be on different plates. And depending on the plates, they will cost a different amount. So, for example, like, I don't know, this is just off the top of my head, I'm not remembering, but blue plates will be worth, like, I don't know, $2. Red plates will be worth $5. You know, black plates will be worth, like, $8 or something. So obviously the price is determined by the plate, and so is the food, essentially. They're not gonna just randomly put the same food on a bunch of different plates and be like, how many people can we scam with these different prices? No. They put the same type of food on the same type of plate, so that if it's like an actual big meal, you know, a lot of hard work's put into it, proper craftsmanship and shit, then it'll be a bit more expensive than something that you can just buy at like a sort of vending machine thing. So the little snack packs, like if you've ever had Pocky, they will be on like a rather cheaper plate compared to something that you've actually put in a lot of time to make, like a sort of noodle dish or sushi, which I think is an amazing idea. It is very adorable, and yes, if you're thinking, wow, this track seems quite elaborate, I'm trying to imagine that in a sort of restaurant situation, it does sometimes look like this, where they'll have like a set of chairs like lined up against here, tables and chairs here. The only difference is that the track loops. So like a part will go past the kitchen sort of area. If this sectioned off area from like here to here was the kitchen, this is the kitchen, then essentially a big long stretch would come across the kitchen area so that the chefs or the people that are creating and making the food can just happily be like, all right, I've made this dish. I've seen that there's no more on the actual sushi train itself, so people are obviously liking it, so I'm gonna make another one and slap it on the train. And so they make it here, they put it on the train, it goes all the way around to all the customers that are potentially sitting down and looking for food to take, and then someone over here will be like, ooh, I want that, that's delicious. They take it off, they keep the plate, because the plate is essentially what you'll be paying your bill with, you know? You hand the plates back, and then the people that are asking for your money are just like, right, I know exactly how much you ate and how much you need to pay. It's a brilliant system. I absolutely love it. In certain cases, I do think it could potentially be exploited, but, you know, that's only if you're a rude asshole. And you can do that in any restaurant anyway. You can just be like, fuck you, I'm not paying. You will most certainly, you know, get in trouble for it, but, you know, if you're an asshole, you can do that. Admittedly, I'm a little sad that we couldn't get Crossbow Master immediately and just jump straight into that, but it's fine. It worked out in the end. It worked out perfectly in the end. But yeah, I love the idea of a sushi train restaurant. It's sort of like if you turned a vending machine into a Rube Goldberg machine. And it's like, sorry, I've got to kick this Kit Kat bar into a basketball hoop before it knocks over a couple of bowling balls to actually deliver the real Kit Kat bar to you all along. It's a very small thing, but it's just so nice. Who's never looked at like a like, what do you call it? Those shows where they show you how they make certain products. Like in Australia, they're called like how do they do it, or how do you do it, or how do they do it, or something. But essentially, they're shows that will just show you step by step, like, hey, this is how they make X brand name chips, and they show you the conveyor belt factory process of it, and it's so satisfying. I don't know who couldn't find that satisfying. Right. I actually kind of want to restart this. Hold on. Let me try this again. Let me try this again, because there could be a better way to start this off. So last time I started off with a wall of fire, which I did think was pretty good, but I just want to see how well this does. We go straight into a never miss. How good is that? Right? Because I want to go into a never miss and then go 2 at the top and then go into a wizard with the whole shimmer situation. Are we able to keep on top of most of those balloons? Red balloons are getting quite far. Not a big fan of that, but rapid fire and even more darts, or whatever it's called, could make up for that. Ooh, okay, we're still alive. We haven't lost any lives to some measly red and blue balloons. Okay, not bad, not bad. So far, so good. Oh, this is actually kind of tense. Weirdly tense. but it's fine. It's fine. We will absolutely get some camo detection later, but as for right now, I want lots more darts for lots more damage, and I think that's fair. Mine. Cool. Right, now we'll place our wizard. Our lovely, kind wizard friend. Ooh, I do love that placement for brambles, you know? It's not gonna directly be removed, like, instantly with the speed of the balloons. It's just gonna sit and wait for a bit. I do like that. Right, I also want this wall of fire to be here. On this part of the track. More to the left than on the right-hand side. I don't know why. I just feel like it's better. Because when I put the wall of fire, or when I put the wizard right in the crevice there, it put the wall of fire right here. And I don't know why, that just wasn't good for me. I didn't enjoy that. You know what? It makes sense why I didn't enjoy that, because it only goes over the track once. Whereas in this situation, it goes over it once, then doubles back on it twice. That makes sense. Interesting. Okay. I knew there was a reason. I knew it. It was just locked away in my tiny brain. Okay, so that's good. We have a slight purple balloon weakness, but that's exactly what our plane is for. And once we get this to shimmer, we won't have any problems with purple camo balloons. Hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe we will, but I don't think purple camos come until much later. So we should at least have a necromancer by then, if not a pod. But still, this is pretty hectic. Not gonna lie. I think round 22, 23 we did start losing lives when we started off with the necromancer and then progressed into a never miss. So now we're doing it the other way around. It's actually working quite well. Very nicely. A little bit hectic because pink balloons go brr, even more so at a 500% speed increase. But so far so good. So far so good. And we're actually keeping on top of some of this. Wow. Nice. Okay. The only problem I have with this is that, yeah, you give us 5,000 to start off with on round 1, which is very generous, but overall, ooh, that's, yep, I thought so. That did seem quite overwhelming. Zebras. I don't know how my people pronounce it. And by my people, I mean Australians. I feel like I say zebra a lot. But maybe I'm meant to say zebra. I don't know. Is that good timing with Oban? That seems to work out well. Okay, cool. Necromancer. Thank you. And then hopefully that should provide a little bit of pushback to any balloons that are trying to sneak through. Okay. Now the only question is, can we keep this up? Because I don't know. I don't even know if Shimmer's going to be able to reach most of the balloons. Like, if a full-on camo assault just came at us, I don't know if Shimmer would be able to decamo them all. I would hope so, but they might be too fast for it now. Or like, you know, some of them won't be. Some of them will get caught up in the Shimmer, but some of them might be so fast that, like, the Shimmer runs out, they just run through quickly and then don't get hit. And I would hate that, because my plane is not very camo detecty. But luckily these spawned balloons can pop anything they want, so I'm not too worried. And if shit really hits the fan, I think I'll place an alchemist. Because technically, like I said, 4 towers per map, plus the hero on every map, which is very kind, as always. Extreme mode Odysseys, always give us a hero, please, because when it's without a hero, it just feels like shit. It's just awful. Alright. Ooh, see, Necromancer's done it again. Done it again. Now we've got, what, 9 rounds to potentially make up enough money to get a Spectre, or, nope, just a Spectre. Prince of Darkness is a little bit of an ambition at this point. Not a massive possibility, but that's okay. That's okay. We can work towards that later. Alright. 13,000's pretty nice. Round 44, also pretty nice in terms of money. 45's fine, we've got 15,000. I was tempted to use a sniper on this. I really was tempted to go for an elite defender and fight speed with speed, but I don't know if that would have worked out too well, because the whole point of the elite defender is that it shoots really fast and the balloons don't really move that fast. But now, it's not looking good. So I don't know how well an elite defender would play. Although technically the elite defender speeds up as they get further into the track, right? So presumably it would be at a higher attack speed more consistently. I don't know if that outweighs the negative, the sort of downside to it, but it's something to think about. Okay, we're very close to being able to afford an absolute freight train of a tower upgrade. So, if we can just ride out this round 49, which I think we're doing quite well. Oh, Spectre. Yep. And now we just punish the start of the map. And anything that moves slower than a pink balloon. Absolutely punish. Oh, shit. Actually, that's not a lot of damage against that. Oh, fuck. Okay. At some point in time, we may sell our Spectre to buy a Prince of Darkness. Oh, holy shit. That was... Yeah, only the darts are realistically hitting the Moab there. Spectre's not used to the high speeds. See, and that's what I'm talking about. If the shimmer doesn't hit, ceramics that are camouflaged suddenly become absolute freight trains. That is scary. But with an army of resurrected balloons, it's okay. It's just the initial shock. If they send it at us too early, we are quite unprepared. Maybe I should put this guy on a different sort of pathing, so it might line up with the attacks a bit more. We'll see, we'll see. Obviously, I'm not going to sell my Spectre for a Prince of Darkness if the Spectre works out well, but we'll see how we go. Right, because I feel like here it's more in line with this sort of part of the track here, as well as up here, which are fairly lengthy sort of bits where the balloons, for the most part, are going quite straight. So I feel like if we're flying straight along here, it should give us more time to dish out a bit more pain. Okay, nice, nice. Okay, 55's a chill round. Very chill round. You are going to put that here. Cool. Don't want it too late. I don't want it too early. That's a good point in the track. Plus, if you try to put it late from where Open is right now, it's actually going to be early. Which is a shame, but that's fine. Okay, so far so good. The real test will be the BFB. But at the same time... Ooh, actually, yeah, the real test will be the BFB. But, hold up, we need to think about this. The real test is going to be the BFB. Right? But the problem is, if the Spectre can't beat it, we can't sell it to buy a Prince of Darkness, because the Prince of Darkness won't have any graveyard to draw upon on the round 60 after we've failed. Which means the Prince of Darkness will, in fact, be quite useless. So, we will have to either sell it now and buy a Prince of Darkness preemptively, or, you know, potentially go for another option. But that's if Spectre doesn't work. So I think I'm gonna sell it and buy a thingo. So let's ditch you. Prince of Darkness goes brr. Right? Because we also have the trees. The trees are on our side. We love the trees and they love us back. But just in case, I'm gonna buy this boy now, so we can actually build up a bit of an army. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. This should punish a BFB. It should. Very pleased with that result. Thank you, thank you. Alright, cool. And we've only used 4 towers. 4 towers, 2 for each of those first 2 maps there. And honestly, this was one of the more punishing ones in my mind. So I think this is going to be a fairly chill Odyssey, but so far so good, right? Then we've got 4 circles, which is going to be easy. Quarry, which seems pretty easy despite all the changes. There's no real threat here. Cubism is going to be interesting. 50,000 start, very generous though. So could be quite easy. Honestly, you could probably buy a crossbow master and an Apache dart ship, and then go into an Apache Prime. Then you may as well back that up with like what's the other one? Sky Shredder, and then that's probably a victory. But I don't know, it's been a while since I've gone to round 120, so I guess we'll see in part 2, which is coming out tomorrow. So thank you all so much for watching. This has been Dr. Monkey's Fast Track Machine, part 1, and I'll see you all in the next one. So take care, hope you enjoyed, and bye-bye.